Hello and welcome to Pacific Northwest Crafter, Flosstube number 11. My name is Crystal. This is my channel where I talk about what I've been working on as far as cross stitching with a few of my other crafty hobbies at the end. Thank you for those that are returning and welcome to those that are new. I wanted to hop on today. I have the week off, so I've been enjoying some downtime, some stitching time, and looking forward to doing the Nash Stash Start-a-thon that Lindy Stitches is hosting starting later on today. So I wanted to pop in and show you what I've been working on so far. That way I'll have a whole bunch of new starts maybe this weekend. I have a lot of planned. It's quite a heavy stash or haul that I have at the end, so just a forewarning if you're not into that. And I do have some other projects that I finished as far as knitting and quilting, or sewing is how I categorize it, that I'll show at the end. So yeah, went on a little bit trip beginning of March, and then like I said, I've been on vacation this week, and so I'm enjoying some downtime, not working, and I took a little trip up northwest to Orcas Island. I'm not up west, up north, sorry, to Orcas Island. So I spent a few days up there. It was gorgeous one day, rainy another day, but that just meant I get to sit and enjoy the view and stitch. So yeah, got some stuff done and just relax, which is the main goal of the week and everything, and ready to start a whole bunch of more projects in the next couple of days. So let's get started. Let's start with what I finished this month. I did finish 3 things, one of them being a start and a finish. So first up, I finished, let me get my board. I finished Seasons of the Heart Winter. This pillow. I made it a plan that this past year I stitched every single pillow within the season. So winter was the last one I had, and I stitched this up, and I stitch all the way across with the berries. I leave out the blank space for the sign. I fill it in and such. So I finished this one just in the nick of time on the 19th. And I am using all the called for floss, and it is on the called for fabric, which is 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. Loving how it turned out. Plans to make it into a pillow, trim it with some chenille, and I'll have it all ready to go for next season. Next up, and foreshadowing. So then since that was my project for every season last year, I have a new project in mind for every season this coming year, and you'll see that one in my starts. So, but other things that I did finish this month were a couple of St. Patrick's Day ones. First up is St. Patrick's Day by Primrose Cottage. This one I started last year. I got some of it done, but not all of it, so I was happy to get a finish. And there it is. I used all the call for floss. It's all DMC, including some sparkly DMC. Oh, now I'm double checking. Did I put the sparkle in? I did put the sparkle in. I don't like working with the sparkle, especially with 2 strands, but I like how it adds a touch. And this is on 28 count antique white. Nope, I did the call for 28 count white. And my plans are to find a nice frame for it, like a square frame, and then put that in a frame for next year. The other St. Patrick's Day finish I had was a start and a finish. So I got the St. Patrick's Day Quaker by Primrose Cottage. I absolutely love all of her Quakers, and I've done a lot of them. Some of them are still in progress, but I've done most of them I have, and I have plans to work on them, or I finished them. So this one I just finished. I didn't FFO it yet, but I did get it done, and I got it done after St. Patrick's Day, but still within the month of March, so it counts. And I am using all the call for floss, and this is on 28 count. I'm using the call for fancy floss, but not the call for fabric. The call for it is 25 count potato, and I didn't have that and didn't want to get that for just this project. So I used what I had, which was 28 count mushroom. It's either mushroom or light taupe. But loving how the colors turned out and all the fancy floss. It's color and cotton fancy floss. Love that. And I love getting the color and cotton when they have the floss packs, because color cotton's not at my local needle workshop, Acorns and Threads. And I love this palette so much that I decided to also, this wasn't a finish, but this is going into the starts. I also decided to use the colors for the freebie, Primrose Cottage freebie. I don't have a picture of it. It's the freebie that Primrose Cottage put out for this month, past March. And I got this far with the green and the black. I decided I'm just going to use 3 colors on here. So far, that's my decision. We'll see how it goes. But using the black, the darker green, and then the darker gold. And what I'm doing though, you might notice that that's awfully darn small. Here, let me hold it up again so I can try to get the flosses out for you. Sorry for that mess. I had this planned out. All right, these are the flosses, and that one is a dark green. I think that one is Tree Lot. So black is the Featherweight, Tree Lot is the green, and Chestnuts Roasting is the gold. And I am actually stitching this on a 46 count. So I'm trying my hand at stitching all of the freebies, Primrose Cottage freebies, on 46 count to make them nice and cute and small. And this is raw linen that I just got from 1-2-3 Stitch. So keep on working on that and hopefully make it into a pillow for next year. And then I also had another St. Patrick's Day start. Ooh, excuse me, nose itch. And I got the pattern last year. I just didn't have a chance to start it. And that is Lucky Leprechaun by Emily Cole. It's a cute little stitch. And I have a ton of DMC, but did I have any of the DMC that was called for? No. I think I had 1 or 2. So you'll notice down here I am writing out some conversions. I'm kind of doing it as I go, and we'll see how it turns out. But I have a good start on it. Here we are. Cute little leprechaun. So now I just got to do all the little flowers around it and the words Lucky on top. And this is on 40 count cow fodder by Dames in the Needle. Cute little stitch. Liking how it's turned out. That one. Then I was getting all into the spring mode, and I've been wanting to stitch this forever. And I think I mentioned it on a past Flosstube as well. And that is Spring House by Hello from Liz Mathews. And I am, at this point, using all the called for DMC. And I think I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think she has 3 of the houses with the house and then a yard, or 2 different fabrics and so forth. And I have all 3. There's this one, there's the pumpkin house, and then there's Seaside, which was in her Patreon. And I'm using the call for DMC, and I'm going to stitch them all on 36 count. And then, so this one, I took a little bit of a chance, but it's working out. I am stitching the top in 36 count Hydrangea by Atomic Ranch. And this is what I got so far. And I stitched it, so I'm cutting it close on the borders. Oh my gosh, let me hold it over here. There we go, that might work better for me. So I stitched it with, those are the raindrops. I can kind of see. They show it better in person, but I kind of do like it that they're blending in a bit too. But I want to make sure that I stitch all the way up to the top to make sure I had enough room here, and all the way down here as well, and across to make sure I had enough room down there. And I think I'm gonna make it okay. And then I'm doing the bottom part in Fabrics by Stephanie 36 count called Friendship Green. And yes, I know that you should use the same manufacturer so they match up well and such, which is why I tested it. And that is the bottom part of it. And I lined it up better than it is lined up here, and it works out perfect. So loving the colors together and how it's turning out so far, and can't wait to stitch up more of that one. So that was Spring House by Liz Mathews. Then what else do I have next? Oh, this is, remember how I was saying last year I did all the Seasons of the Heart for each season for Vintage Country with a needle and thread. So this year I decided I'm going to do all of her little pillows that they kind of look like this. They all, oh, words are hard right now. Vacation mode still. There's 4 pillows, one for each season. There's this one. There's one that says, there's a a patriotic one. Then I know there's Be Ye Thankful, and then there's Good Old Cheer, or it says something like that for the winter season. So I'm going to stitch each of these pillows for the season in 2025 and then finish them up. And so far I am using the Call for Floss on the Call for fabric, which is 40 count Country Mocha, and that's where I got. And it's going really quick. I think this was just like, I think I did this all in one night. So I'm loving that it's going fairly quick and everything. And I tea-dyed up the flosses that you're supposed to do for the robin's egg and the, I want to say it's salmon, but it might be sanguine. It might be Sam on that one. But yeah, loving how that one's turning out. And I have the rest of the spring season to stitch on that one. And then next up, I have, so far on vacation, I started 2 things. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but that's okay. I was relaxing and spending time with friends, so it was a good time. But what I did start was Carrot Farm by Primrose Cottage. And these I have, I think, all of the truck ones. I gotta make sure I have all the truck ones. I think there's 5, but I need to double check. But what I want to do is I want to stitch all of them on 36 count and then just have a board that I can switch them out with. So this one, I am stitching on 36 count Buttermilk by Color and Cotton. And here's what I've gotten so far. And you'll notice the colors don't quite match up with the pink and the orange. And that's because, here, let me see if I can hold it up closer. I am doing a color conversion. So I took, last year, Primrose Cottage for around the Easter time, they had 2 floss palettes. They had like a primitive and then they had more of a brighter one. And I loved the look of the primitive one. So I got those colors and I'm switching them in the pattern to all that. I'm going to make the bunnies more chocolatey, and then the truck, I think I'm going to make more green, or like the blue-green, and I want to add the purple in there as well. So I'm going to use those flosses. And yeah, those are mostly Color and Cotton. I'm sorry, not Color and Cotton, classic Colorworks. And then there's a couple of DMC for the basic black and gray tones in there. So yeah, that one's turning up really well so far. This is what I have so far on the color conversion, and I can post the rest of that once I have it all figured out in my head and get it stitched a little bit more. That one's coming along great. It's going quickly, which is nice. Make sure I keep all of this stuff together so I don't lose anything. And then the last one that I started, and basically that's all I worked on this past month or so, was finishing up the St. Patrick's one, working on those, and then the ones that I started. I did a little bit more on the Mickey Castle, but it was like 1 line. It wasn't even a full strand of floss by the time I had them. So what I did start the other day though was Berry Basket, and that one's by Primrose Cottage. This one they just released, but I got it last year in the Sip and Stitch. So I've been working on the strawberry quilt and have that one almost done. It's my work stitch because I can see it with just readers on and good lighting. But this one I decided I would start on, and I worked on it outside while I was looking at the lake, and it was fabulous. So this one I am stitching on 32 count Silvery Moon, which is not the called for, but it's close. It's another little gray, and I'm using all the call for DMC 2/2. And if I didn't say it, so if it's 32 count or lower, I use 2 strands of floss over 2, and then 36, 40, and definitely 46, I use 1 strand over 2. And if there's any time that I forget to say something or say like you have more questions about something that I've been working on, please feel free to drop me a note. I'm happy to chat with you about my projects and would love to hear if you guys are working on the same thing too. So that is the last of what I've been stitching this month. That was a lot of stitching and I got a lot done. And I have a lot of plans for the weekend. I think it was I don't know what got into me. I was watching all of the releases for Nashville this past month, and then I was watching other people's Flosstubes. I was like, oh, that's cute, and oh, that's cute. And then there's a lot more that I liked that I didn't get, so I did hold back a little bit, but I did get quite a few things, and my eyes were maybe a little bit bigger than my ability to stitch fast and such. But I still have it on hand, so that way when I do get time to stitch it, I have it right there handy. So I'm going to go into haul now, and then I do have some sewing and knitting at the end, but I will give a little bit of a haul. First up is a few non-Nashville things. So like I said, I had a work trip to Bend, Oregon the beginning of March, and so while I was there, there's Cynthia's of, oh gosh, I want to say it's Cynthia's of Bend. Let me see here if I have, yeah, Cynthia's of Bend, and they have some cross stitch stuff. So I got a few things there. I got Plum Street Bless Our Land, because I haven't seen that before, and that was just a cute patriotic pillow. I love all the patriotic stitching and stuff. So get that for my stash. And then they had some fabric. They had some 36 count Ligonier Latte. So I got some of that, because it seems like a lot of patterns that I like use that fabric, and so I wanted to have some of that. And my fabric stash is growing quite rapidly, and such, which is a good thing. That means what I have, I just got to be better about going through. I want to be better about going through and using what I have on that. And then I was watching Tiger Lily, and she's doing the animal crackers, and I've been wanting to do work on Stacy Nash animal crackers for a while. I just haven't done it yet. And I had what was it? The Halloween one. I got the Halloween one, but there's so many cute Halloween things. I didn't get to it this past season. And then everybody was stitching Mag and May with the stand-up bowl and such that Terry Sullivan was doing. But Tiger Lily was showing that she had gotten a different animal cracker that I hadn't seen before, and she got it from Stitching Ocala, who is on Etsy. So I went to her Etsy shop and had to grab that one and a few others at the same time. So what I got was the animal cracker that she got was Harrison. I hadn't seen him before, and he's just super cute. So I had to grab him, and because I didn't get it quite yet, Maggie May. This one might be started this afternoon. We'll see. I keep on saying I want to start it and getting the flosses. I can't make up my mind about the fabric. So plans this afternoon are to do lots of floss tosses with fabrics and such. But I want to definitely switch out her sweater to a green sweater. And so that one, I think I got Grassland by Weeks Dye Works. So we're playing on that one. And of course, Clovis. She's adorable. So I got that one. And then I saw it, and I've been wanting to get this one, and I haven't gotten it yet, but the Shepherd's Bush flag pattern for the mesh bag. So I have that. And then, because I have so many projects, I needed more project bags, right? Justifications always works. But Wildberry Stitching has so many cute project bags. I love all of her project bags, and they're both the patchwork ones as well as the solid bags, and she's on Etsy, and she had one recently, and I just had to grab it. It has the cutest little bird charm on it too, and just such cute fabrics. And then the back, I love all of her bags. I have a few of them now, and she always has cute little fabrics inside as well. So I got that, just kit something up that I'll be working on. And then there's Nashville. So first, I bought a ton of stuff from Lindy Stitches. I loved it that you could add to cart and then she would add them all together and stitch them all out, or not stitch them all out. Wish somebody could help me stitch more. Send them all out together and refund your shipping and such. So I love that, and I kept on adding to cart. It was kind of a bad thing, but also a good thing. The only bad part is I didn't see that she had any of the Vintage Country patterns, and so those I did get some of those because they're so too cute to pass up, and that I get from Farm Girl Dry Goods. So let's go with those first. I got 3 patterns. I got and they're all with thy needle and thread, Brenda Gervais. First one is Liberty. And I got the called for fabric, which is 36 count Tobias by Seraphim. And that is a horrific glare. So 1 second. Crinkle a little bit. But there's that. Oh, that's so good. Again, they're the same size. Liberty is the same size as Peace and Goodwill, which I did finish last month. So I'm looking forward. I need to find a frame for that. And then the next one is the spring one in that line. Oh, that glare on that one. It's rainy today. The sun was out for a hot second, but now it's behind clouds, which is, well, I'm glad I put my light on, but the light causes more glare. It's not a ring light, but it's a nice bright light. And I'm stalling because the pattern's stuck in the package. Excuse me. So this one is The Earth Laughs. Again, by Gervais. That one's so cute. Oh, I kind of want to start that one. I don't know. I know I have to have all the floss for that one. I did get the fabric, the call for fabric, which is Dusty Road by Seraphim. And that's just trying to open. So it's a gorgeous fabric. The only thing is, I'm not seeing it in this light, but if you look at the pattern, it almost appears like there's some pink modeling in it. And I don't think my piece has it. But it'll still be cute. And then the last one I got is, again, Brenda Gervais. And it was just too cute to pass up. Oop, hold on a second. I want to make sure I put these back in the package so I don't forget which piece is what. And that is a daily reminder. This one, oh, I love the fabric that it's stitched on. The fabric that's called for is Arboreal Linen by Cedar River Linens. It is an absolutely gorgeous green fabric. I stitched a couple of, one's a fall leaf I stitched, and the other is a Halloween piece I stitched on this fabric. And it's just dark and green and moody, and I absolutely love it. And I got more of the fabric, as again, foreshadowing, in my haul at Acorns and Threads. Green is my favorite color, and that is just, oh, I can't wait to stitch that one out. It's just so perfect. And I love stitching on that fabric. So that was that piece. Then Lindy Stitches. I got some fabric. I got some patterns. Then I was like, hey, let's put in some floss and some other things. So let's see what I got. I got lots of stuff to do. That's what I have. First off, I had to get more. Oops. And there goes that. I had to get more animal crackers because Lily is absolutely adorable. That is so cute. I can't wait to stitch her up. And then, of course, Harriet, because it's a bunny. Had to get that one. And then Stacy Nash. I'm not a sampler. I keep on saying that, but then I keep on being drawn to different samplers. Not the, I don't know, not the huge ones. Do I think I will do like Peacock, Unicorn, and Badger? No, that's too much. But I did get this one. Just, I thought it was so perfect. Rose Hill, and it's Rose Hill Farm Sampler and Pinky. So there's those from Stacy Nash that I got. And then the first one that was in my cart was Patriots Inn by, Annie B's. And that one, again, it's a whole patriotic thing. I'm trying to tilt it so it doesn't have a glare, and I absolutely love it. The eagle is just too gorgeous. And that would be cute just to put the eagle on its own. Like make a little key fob or something. That's an idea. And then I got from Emily Call, Flowers Always. It's just so adorably cute with the flowers. And so perfectly spring. So it's that one. I think I might switch up the flower color though. I gotta think about that one a little bit. And then of course, hands-on design, I had to get Ladybug. It's too cute. I have Botanical Bee. I have it finished, but I don't have it FFO'd yet. It's in my pile. I really need to get in those FFOs. That one is just so cute, and I love the fabric, and of course I had to find the fabric. So I got that. That one's another one that might be a start this weekend. And then the other hands-on design is There's a Hair in My Garden. And that's adorable. Do I think I'll stitch it on 20 count? I don't know. That means I'd have to get the pearl cotton, which maybe by the, I might have some of that pearl cotton because I've been stitching on the bag or the mesh bags, but we'll see. Excuse me. So those are the patterns I got. And then some of the linen, because I had FOMO that, like, oh my God, or fear of FOMO and such. So I got 40 count Dolomite by Faber on a Whim. And it's much more pinkish than I thought it was going to be. But it's still fabulous. It's like a pinkish peach, it seems. So that one. And then also by Fiber on a Whim, I got 40 count smoky quartz. And that's just like a perfect beige, grayish. It's a grayish, that's the word. And then lastly, fabric-wise, because I just, Fox and Rabbit, it seems to come in spurts of where I can find it. And so this one, sorry, for the bag crinkle, is the Cactus Wren, which is a nice dark fabric in 40 count. Then, at the last minute, I decided, let's throw in some other things before my order ships. And I got the classic Colorworks new colors. Green tea, oops, see the board so you can see them. Sparkling rose and apple cider. It's like very pretty spring colors. And then I never got them before. This past winter, I got one in the Tiger Lily Advent box. I got one of those lotion bars, and I absolutely loved it. So I had to get this one from Stacy Nash, because of the laundry line. She had it, I think, at the Jingle Ball, but I missed out on it. And it just smells so fresh and clean. So can't wait to start using that. And that was my Lindy Stitches haul. And then my Lindy Stitches haul, I was hoping it had been delivered while I was I was away. It wasn't. So when I got back on Wednesday, it still wasn't delivered. And Thursday, it was supposed to be out for delivery. And luckily it did come because I have it. But sometimes the post office here is a little iffy. So I wasn't sure. And of course, I had to have something to start today with the Nash Dash Startathon and everything. So I'm now justifying this yet again. Girl math, you know. But I went and visited my local news shop, Acorns and Threads, yesterday because I wanted to check out and see what they had for fabric-wise. And I know they had the Ladybug fabric that I had them hold behind the counter for me for a little bit. So I had to pick that up, of course, and then some flosses so I could kit up some projects today. So let's look at that. So I got tons of floss to kit up projects and everything, and then I got a few patterns. One that wasn't a Nashville release, but so many people were stitching it, and it was too cute. Was the Jelly Bean Jubilee by Vintage Country Mocha with a needle and thread. And then I had resisted, but then everybody had it, and it is adorable. It's the little hedgehog needle book. What's her name? Velvet Pink Pear and Needle Book. The hedgehog needs a name. I think it needs a name. Hedgie. I could call it Hedgie. Something to think about. So I had to get this. Too adorably cute. And then the Plum Street sampler. I was trying to resist that, and no, I couldn't. So I got the Tomato Hill pillow. I did resist the sampler, the larger sample one. I'm like, okay, we'll see if I like stitching tomatoes on this one first. And then lastly, I got, because this one was too adorable too, was Spring Sampler Fragment by Shakespeare Peddler. And I just love the colors on that one. And the called for is Dark Soil by XJU Designs, 40 count. And my understanding is it's sold out everywhere. So I found an alternative that I think will work. Because they have a cute, so every year they have it, or at least the 2 years I've been going there, they have a coupon booklet, and it's a coupon discount code for the month of different products. And March was fabric, so I got a few different fabrics. A lot of it to kit up projects, and then some extras just because they had it from Market, and I know I'll use it at some point. So the first piece I got was to go with the fragment. I can try and show it so you don't see the things, but it's Old Top Hat by Dames of the Needle, and I think that will work perfectly for that one. Then to go with that Brenda Gervais one I was talking about, Cedar River. Oops. Let's see if I can hold it up with the board. Arboreal. And it's just, see, it's just this well, I moved the piece of floss. Scrumptious green. Dark green. I just, love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I also got to go with the Ladybug, the Fabrics by Stephanie Pomegranate. And then a couple other ones I got were Fox and Rabbit Saltbush in 40 count. Actually, this was 46 count. Again, trying to branch out in 46 count. So this is a gray, because right now I have raw, which is kind of more brown, and a cream color. So I wanted to get a piece of gray. Then I got some more 40 count fabrics. First up is Cream and Sugar by Fiber on the Whim. Lots of people I heard stitching on this, so I got that one. Then I got a couple, Needle and Flax Steinbeck. So this is the 40 count. And then there is the 36 count Needle and Flax Steinbeck. And then 36 one was way dark gray. Like way dark gray. Like darker than this one. And I don't know what Steinbeck's normally supposed to be. This one I kind of like the color better, so I got that one. And then there's a Fox and Rabbit Dust Bunny, which now that I say this out loud, I'm like, I think I bought this twice. But hopefully that means I just like it. So Dust Bunny. And then the last one was Cedar Rivers Pyrite in 36 count. And I love Cedar Rivers linens as well. So yeah. Phew. That's all for the haul. That was a lot. So, but lots of good little things. Lots of things I'm going to kit up and start on this weekend for the Nash Stash. I got my ticket for it. It's only $10. You can still get it all the way through the end of the thing, I believe. It starts at 7:30 Pacific East Coast time. So 7:30 East Coast time. It's 4:30 my time is when it starts. But then the doors open, I think, an hour ahead of time. And there's going to be stitching tables, and there's going to be whip parades, or speed dating. That's what it is. Whip speed dating, where you talk to somebody for 5 minutes or so. She's going to have guest designers popping in and everything, and there's going to be a cookbook review. Oh, I got the cookbook. I was looking at it. I got the cookbook too. I forgot about that one. I was looking at it, and so I have it out to see if there's any recipes I want to try and such. And there's cute little charts in there as well. But yeah, so hope to see some of you there at Nash Stash. And yeah, feel free to let me know if you're going to be there and what table you might be hanging out, and hope to meet you there. Now, just in case you're curious about what other crafts I work on, there's just a few of them. I decided that I needed to make more project bags. So I made a few of those. First up, Tiger Lily in her 12 Days of Christmas. I went this past year. She had half of the packages wrapped up in fabric. And so then she gives a pattern to use that fabric to make project bags. So I made two. Made this cute little one. And then, so it's lined, has a cute zipper and the batting in it. All I had to purchase extra was the zipper and the foam batting. It's the double fused foam batting. So there's that. Then this one is the other one. It's adorably cute. Lined. And I have enough fabric to make another little crumb bag, so I'm going to do that at some point in time. Then I had some fabric from last year that was cute and had a cross stitch theme, so I wanted to make a couple project bags and get them ready for Nash Stash. So this is one that I made, and then Hobby Lobby, I just got a little tag. Cute fabric. And I just used fat quarters and cut them up in parts. And here's the other one. So that's what I was working on this past month, sewing wise. And I've also knitted some. So I'm a slow knitter. I started these, I think, in Christmas. I finished one, I think, in January. And the other one I just finished. But I made a pair of socks. And this is the first time I was changing the color on the heel, toe, and cuff. So I made those, and one second, reach there. This is Stitching with Yarn is the maker, and it's Santa on Vacation. I got this, I think, last July, and I just hadn't stitched it up yet, or knitted it up yet. So those are cute. I just used the vanilla sock pattern by Crazy Sock Lady. That's that pattern. And then I finished one other sock this morning. Well, practically finished. I just gotta finish the toe, the little part of the toe, but yeah. There's that one. And this, again, vanilla sock pattern by Crazy Sock Lady. And this colorway is 3 by the Sea, and it's their Beauty and the Beast. And that was their little charm they had as well. They might have the charm still. Yeah. And then, of course, because I was on vacation, I had to start a pair for vacation to commemorate my vacation. So that one is another 3 by the Sea. And it's their Tulip Festival. That one I just got a little bit of a start. And I started one row of the colorful, and it's so bright, such a spring color. I love it. And this one I actually got a different sock pattern from Crazy Sock Lady, trying my hand at a different specialty stitch. So we'll see how this turns out. And that's all I've been working on this past month. That's a lot, and I have a mess in front of me that I gotta clean up, but looking forward to cleaning this up and getting some projects up and sitting down, watching some Flosstube, working on some projects, and then getting all ready for the Nash Stash Start-a-thon this afternoon. I hope to see you there, and again, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop me a like and drop me a message. Love to hear what you've been working on and such, and if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. You can also catch me on Instagram, where I post off and on frequency and everything, but yeah, hope to see you there, and happy crafting. Bye.